Welcome to Buy It All. We got Keith, we got Jimmy, I'm Ray. Grab your tape gun or whatever you choose to use as your shipping utensil. And here we are.
We're going to buy it all, guys. Yeah. If you're Keith, you just grab a razor blade.
Oh, and if you're, I got like, my hands are all like cut up from peeling at that tape gun. Maybe I have to, or not the tape gun, the tape roll. I do have to upgrade my taping situation.
I still don't know what Tim is grabbing. I still don't understand what he was trying to explain what he uses. I still don't know what Tim's grabbing while he joins us and buys it all. But real quick, before we go into a lot of things, guys, as you can see, a little different setup for me today. I'm on my phone, so we're not going to ask Chad anything. You're welcome. For those of you that don't like Chad, we still like Chad, so he'll be back. Real quick though, if you're listening, and you haven't subscribed yet, we're getting more views than we have subscribers. Help us out, y'all. If you're listening and you're enjoying this, make sure you hit that subscribe down below. We want to start that at the beginning of the show because we love the views. Thank you guys so much. We're getting great views, great comments, everything. Leave us a comment too. We love it. But hit that subscribe if you don't mind.
Yes.
Speaking of subscribers, huge shout out to Melissa at the bins. If you're watching, and I know you are, met her at the bins. So we have a viewer at the bins now too, guys. Like Dan and the man.
There you go. That's awesome. Did you know her before? Was she like a bin?
I've seen her there.
Okay.
I've seen her there before. I guess that's where, because we were putting this on my channel. I think that's where that helps some. She was watching my channel.
Okay.
And she said, you started posting these on there. And then I came over to the podcast and she said, now I'm addicted. So that's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Welcome in.
So yeah, I can't ask Chad about our topic, but we're going to have a fun topic too, guys. I think it's a super fun topic because I can't wait to trade in all kinds of things. I can't wait. I'm gonna trade in nothing that makes sense. That's for sure. Ray, yeah. if you want to tell everybody what we're talking about, because you're the one that let me know about it. And then, real quick, one of the guys over on Dibdit, Ha Johnson, he messaged me about it, not knowing that you had told me. He's like, "You guys got to talk about this." So I've had multiple people now saying that we should talk about this.
Shout out him. He messaged me too about it. So yeah, he's spreading the word.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So GameStop. Good old GameStop is they're going to do a trade-in event on December 6th. The articles that I was reading, it said you can even bring anything to even taxidermy.
Right.
I forget the exact size of the box, but it has whatever you bring has to fit in. Like I think it's like a 12 by 12 something box or something. I don't know. Yeah, so you can't.
Dang it! That. Like, I've never been hunting before, but I was going to go out. I was going to shoot a bear. And I was going to have a life-size bear taxidermied, and I was taking that sucker in.
Yeah.
So you just ruined that for me. So now I don't even know if I'm going to go.
I'm just going to bring in a used gum wrapper, I think, or something. Like.
I mean, it's all true. They're not giving you any cash, right? It's all just trade-in value is the premise.
Yeah, for store credit, correct.
Yeah, well, we all know how that. Yeah. So you could bring in a Mercedes Benz, and you're going to get about $15, $15 in trade.
No, you're getting probably 15 cents.
15 cents in trade.
But I really wonder. I mean, not to insult any GameStop employees, but I don't think their knowledge is as diverse as ours as resellers, right? They don't know different niches and they don't delve into other categories other than games.
You just insulted all of them, Keith.
I did, but like, how are they going to know the value of like everything you're bringing in? Like,
I think maybe that's an insult to us actually, because why do we know all that?
Yeah. So it's going to be crazy. I don't know.
This is my theory. This is just my theory of, okay, you know how like a lot of stores have grand openings and it's like they say we're going to give out gift cards to the first 100 people in line, and the gift card amount is random. I feel like when you go in there, that's probably how it's going to be. It's going to be just a random amount. And because that way each store would have a set, max or whatever, spending limit, that kind of thing. And they're not really losing as much because maybe one person will get $100 for a little used gum wrapper or something. That's my theory, because at the end of the day, it's bringing in people, and that's their limit. They're not going to overextend on something stupid, and the person can choose to say no if they don't like the amount.
See, I have a better theory for us. For us that are trading stuff in. I think they're going to go find that person that just learned how to use Google Lens. They're going to bring them in there to be the person that lenses everything. They're going to get these comps that we all know are way overpriced, and we could get more money because they're literally going to go to a yard sale and find one of those people that we know at a yard sale that are lensing everything to be the person that lenses there.
Like my private pick a couple of weeks ago, where the person was just asking ChatGPT. It could be this whole thing run by ChatGPT.
Keith, you're going to be working there at GameStop because you price things.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just it's gonna be like that deal you did with it. I'm just gonna hand it to you. And...
yeah, I mean, we would do a pretty good job. I feel like, we would do a pretty good job there. But they should just hire like some pawn shop employees. That's who needs to be in those stores.
Because that leads me to my biggest question for sure. Are they now in the reselling game? What are they doing with everything? That to me, that's the most, like, can I get my hands on those items that you guys are, like, if people are bringing in good stuff, where are you going to do that? Are you going to sell it online? Like, what are they doing? Are they starting a live auction site? Like, what are they doing?
I assume with the fact that they have a set size box it needs to fit in, it's all getting shipped out to a headquarters, and then who knows what they're going to do from it. It
could be a plan to get into this game. They see what Shop Goodwill's doing or whatever. It could be a play. It could be bad news for all of us. I mean,
here's my theory again, because like I said, so with the whole gift card type idea, the theory, so they already have their set amount probably at each store or location that they probably spend or whatever, so most of the offers they're going to give isn't even going to be that much. That's my theory. And I think I feel like what they would do is they're going to box it all up, put it on a pallet and just auction off the pallet or sell the pallet. And then they don't, you know what I mean? They're not going to,
and I want
as long as they get their money back.
Yeah.
Like that's where we want in.
Yeah.
Right? As resellers, we want to find out where those auctions are happening.
Yeah.
We want to get our hands on those pallets. There's got to be, like, you can't just bring anything in though, right? They're not going to just take, I feel like it would, like, I don't know. Are they going to take Fenton glass? Like, can I bring in my Fenton glass?
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not, honestly, I want to try it both ways. I want to bring in something that's going to be really low value, and then, but I don't know if I don't want to go too high value. I want to bring in the low value first, see what happens.
And how long is this lasting, Ray?
I think it's only that day.
It's a 1 day thing.
Yeah.
It's like a test run, what they're doing.
How cool would it be to set up in there just for content? Just sit there all day filming every person walking up.
Dude.
That'd be pretty cool.
Or be there to buy it before they sell it to GameStop.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Keith just made me have. Keith, we worked together and came up with a great idea. Let's sit out there and we could buy stuff. Are you bringing in that Super Nintendo? I'll give you more than they're going to give you.
Yep. It shouldn't be hard because GameStop will give them $1 for it.
And actually, you might wait till people come back out because they're going to bring in their He-Man collection and GameStop's not going to offer them a lot for it. They're going to be leaving without selling it to GameStop. That's when because I don't know. I mean, you'd probably get shooed out of there either way, but you weren't likely to get shooed out of there if you're making offers before GameStop gets a chance, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be resellers camped out.
Yeah, I did ask Chad. And first, before I even tell what they said, I know there's a bunch of gaming videos out there that people do that. They try to poach at GameStops, and that's like a sensitive topic out there in YouTubeverse.
I didn't know those existed, but now I'm going to watch them.
Yeah. But so they said GameStop's own promo plus internal docs summarized in reporting says that on Trade Anything Day, December 6th, you bring one item that fits in a 20 by 20 by 20 box and get $5 in store credit.
Oh, so it's already set price.
Yeah, what?
And suitable items traded will be donated to a local charity.
Who is giving? All right, this just ruined everything. I'm sorry, Ray.
It got a lot worse. Sorry.
Muffin is going to love this. Muffin is going to love that I didn't do any research.
I didn't read far enough either.
Who's
getting up and trading in their Fenton or trading in their baseball bat or whatever for $5 of GameStop credit that gets you absolutely nothing?
Yeah, I don't think they released that $5 number because they were hoping people are going to bring in some like great stuff. But I guess if it's just donating it, maybe it doesn't matter to them.
So that
Right.
changes there. Yeah,
I'm gonna
I mean,
bring in
now,
this used hairbrush.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So that sucks. I mean, it was much more fun the other way. We were talking about bringing in grizzly bears and stuff, and
Yeah,
now
they put that in the small print that I didn't read.
Yeah, it might not have been out anywhere. That's just what Chad found it somewhere.
Yeah. My question is now, like, what would you like? Are you going to bring something that's worth more than $5? Like, I don't like who's doing that? I can't imagine people are lining up for that. Now that I hear that, I don't even know if anybody will bring in anything.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna bring like this used hairbrush, get my $5. All right, take off my glasses, go back in with another used hairbrush.
Yeah, you gotta have to change the clothes too.
No, you know what? It's a video. I'm gonna do a video if I can remember. That's whose birthday is that? My wife Sonia's birthday, I think. The 6th is Sonia's birthday. Man. I have my mom, my sister, and Sonia have birthdays 3 days in a row. So like I always forget. I think it was. I don't remember who's the 6th though. I forget.
Actually, my wife's birthday is right around that too. So that I would have totally forgot about it until you brought that up, Jimmy. So thank you.
Man, I know that my sister's is the first day, then Sonia, then my mom, but I can never remember the dates. I think Sonia's is the 6th though. So it'd be her birthday present. I'll tell you, hey, we're going to GameStop.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys for making me not feel so alone about forgetting my wife's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Because I did that not that long ago. I went to the pharmacy and they ask you what her birthday is. Like I was picking up her prescription and I'm like, oh crap, what is it?
It's pressure. It's pressure. You would know it, but it's pressure when they ask you at the window. It's happened to me too. Or my sons.
See,
yeah.
I have this, I have these problems of processing things anyway. So like that, well, yeah, it fits 6th and 7th, I believe. And I think my wife 6.
Said 6, 7.
6, 7.
Yeah.
I did that to Sonia yesterday when we were driving home. I was like, we're 6, 7 minutes away, and I was all, and she's all, what does that mean? She didn't get it. She didn't want it, is what it was. She was like, I want no part of that. Man, GameStop letting us down.
Yeah, that is a disappointment. Absolutely. But I know there's as a picker or as like resellers, and I know some friends have had like they'll set up at hotels and like mainly they're sports car guys, and they'll set up at hotels try to have buying events where like bring your stuff, we're buying.
Yeah.
But that's another sourcing opportunity, doing it differently than GameStop, which is sort of sounds like it's a little lamer than advertised.
Sonia wanted to do this just recently, and I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to deal with all the messages coming in. But so she said, I'll do it, and I was like, okay, because I don't really want. She posted on Facebook like we buy toy collections, and she's definitely got some hits, but nothing has led to a buy. And that's why, because the biggest thing is you're gonna get, we try to be more specific about what we want, and you still get the messages for stuff that you just don't want. And then obviously you get the messages of people that want close to what it's worth. I understand that, but that doesn't work for us. And, this has not led to a buy yet. I think we have one that might come. The person had to postpone. I think that one still might lead to my first buy, but we're not there yet.
I actually have a friend. He's been in a lot of my videos. He's another dealer, but he actually rented, maybe bought, I don't know what you do with a billboard, but he got a couple billboards out in Pennsylvania near where my antique shops are, like massive billboards buying sports cars, collectibles. So
I think that's
it's not cheap. Yeah.
That was shout out Kevin Commonwealth Picker. That's when a while back he mentioned that's what I should do in this small town, is put signs on, not that big of, not billboards, but in a small town like this, I should put signs on the corners and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like the political signs in the grass and, or on a post, telephone pole or whatever.
Yeah. So I haven't done that. I'd love to have like a little store here in town, buy, sell, and trade or whatever. Although most of it would just be buy and then out
call it buy it all.
Buy it. Hey, that's a great idea. Buy it all store.
Well, that you could even, I know I talked about an antique shop booth, Jimmy, and I know I've bought not as much. There's other people, but I've bought through my antique shop, people coming in, taking my info. I have signs that I'm buying this and that.
Yeah,
So that could be, you could sell things, but also have advertising that you're buying other stuff in a booth.
because I think it's about the target who our target seller. We maybe want someone that's not necessarily on their phone all the time or looking stuff like we want someone that, oh, there's a sign. Hey, okay, like I still got my son's toys in the basement. I'll go grab them and call this person or text this person. You know, like where Facebook Marketplace, most people on there, they're either selling on there or they're doing that. They're researching on there a little bit anyway. So
Yeah,
Maybe like a church flyer or something, a newsletter.
Yeah, I think it just depends. Like during the pandemic, I had put out a Facebook post because you couldn't buy stuff anywhere, so everywhere was shut down. So I put out a post and I actually had a lot of success.
well, I was going to ask when you said that right now, big city, you had to begin a lot of messages, right?
Yeah, I mean a good bit. I mean I probably a lot of it. Yeah, it was kind of annoying. It was nothing.
But if it led to success, that's the key factor.
Yeah, there was, I would say 1 out of 10 was good. So
was it worth the work to all the I don't know all the sorting work that you had to do? Was it worth it?
There was a few buys that were really great. And the issue was, so I think because it was everything was shut down, I was literally a lot of times I was just paying the prices, just not even fully look at everything.
Yep.
I mean, I was paying low enough price to like then I could take it to Goodwill. Like that was part of my sell on that, is that hey, you don't have to take it to Goodwill or or donate it. I'll pay you cash for it. But there was a couple really good buys. Like there was one in particular that was this video game buy. I mean, it had a lot of like PlayStation 1 games, like some of the Final Fantasy games and that kind of stuff. Yeah, and so that was pretty good. I mean, that was probably like 100 games in there at least, in just that buy. And then he called it. So that guy. Well, it was actually a woman. She said most of the stuff was her roommate stuff, but she had clothes, so that's what she wanted to sell. She had me, like, I went over there, I bought pretty much everything they had, and then a year later, so this is where it led to even more success, because she had moved out, but her roommate still had my number, and he contacted me, and I went back over and I bought some tailor-made golf clubs, and more video games and just some random stuff. So because he was moving out, so that was actually perfect. Yeah, it was a good buy.
Absolutely, that's awesome.
I'm gonna do the inception of the GameStop. This is like the inception of the GameStop story. One of my buys like that was a guy who used to work at GameStop, and he had all kinds of good stuff that he bought that on clearance while he worked there. It was just recently, right here in the town over. We call him the toenail guy, though. He's the toenail guy.
No, I don't know.
Toenail. I don't think I want to know why.
You don't want to know. Let's just say Sonia was with me, and it was one of those. It was pretty sketch, and like I walked onto the porch, and like I thought for sure I was going through that sucker. Like it was a really old house. I was like, Sonia, if I go through this porch, just call 911. Don't try to dig me out or nothing. And the guy comes out, no shoes on, and the toenails are just like, so it's like, ew. So we'll still, when we refer, like when I sell something, like, I got this from the toenail guy. We don't call him the GameStop guy. We call him the toenail guy. Sorry, that was too much information. But
thanks. I hope he's watching. Thanks, toenail guy, for watching. And I apologize for insulting your intelligence earlier too. Right? Your toenails and your intelligence.
He's a toenail GameStop employee. He's done. Like he has no chance at any kind of success in our book.
Oh man.
I mean, but listen, if you're we've been communicating on Facebook, and I'm coming to buy stuff. You got the talons growing, bud. Put at least a sock over, like something.
They didn't even do, the right thing to do, like a good Facebook post picture has the person's foot in it. They didn't
I
even
didn't
do
even
that
have a
for you.
clue.
No, jeez.
No, I had no clue. Yeah. So I wasn't even like, and Sonia was the one, of course, that was like, ew, she noticed it. She's like, did you see his toenail? What
Just
do you mean, did I
looking up.
see his toenails?
He's like, my eyes are up here, right? It's like it was the can't look away.
But yeah, neither toenail guy or not, that was a great buy. Like he had so much good not older, probably like 5-6-year-old GameStop game manuals, games, you name it, like collectible figures and stuff that had they all had the clearance sticker on there where you could see he paid like 5 cents or whatever. I don't think they do that anymore. So it's been a while. I mean, you don't see those kind of clearances that often anymore. Yeah, that was and it was funny because he didn't say, hey, it has to be in a 12 by 12 by 12 box and $5.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be my go-to. Is like I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna advertise, put it in a 12 by 12 by 12 box, and I'll give you $5 for it.
Does anybody still use Craigslist anymore? Is that like? I still assume it exists still, right?
I find yard sales on there. Mansfield, Ohio. I find some. What I like about it is, I don't think a lot of pickers are going there to find sales. So I find some pretty good sales on there. I don't use it to find anything individually to buy, but I use it to find yard sales, and I do pretty good.
Well, that might be a spot to advertise because that's like a crowd who's like not even up to date enough to hit Facebook Marketplace yet, right?
Yeah, you're right.
They're 10 years outdated on their internet access or whatever they're doing. But I made some incredible buys on Craigslist in the past.
Yeah, it's so crazy. 5 years ago, Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, weekly I was making multiple buys. Now it feels like once a month. If I'm lucky, I find something on there that I buy.
Yeah.
If I go on Craigslist, I feel like I'm gonna find my local toenail guy. I really do.
There's probably just a whole section that's just like for sale, for rent, looking for help wanted, and then toenail guy. There's just a whole section in your area of toenail guy.
Probably. With they got a nice Super Nintendo, just picture right there with their foot and crusty old toenails. Man,
I'll tell you that that's so true. I've seen that picture so many times where like you just had to because of that picture exists, I'm very aware. Like I'll lean, like put my feet back so my feet aren't in the picture. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
If it is, you just hit crop. It's really easy. But
I don't know how many times I've cropped my foot out.
The person that doesn't crop is our target seller. Don't forget that, folks.
Yep.
Foot in picture equals good opportunity to buy.
Me and my dad used to, one of our buddies, now we know him well enough that we don't call him this anymore, but we would just call him the nose hair guy. Because this guy, he had he was the Farrah Fawcett of nose hair. I mean, this stuff was out, like, it was like feathered like Farrah Fawcett or Heather Locklear. It was amazing.
Oh my God.
But now he has a real name.
Guys, and I don't have a guy like this.
He's a good guy. I'm not going to say his name, but he's a good guy.
Hey, I have sympathy for that guy because, man, as you get older, like she calls me the eyebrow guy. My eyebrows grow out of control now. I hate it, man.
I think this guy was leaning into it. I think he was like curling it. Like
he was embracing it.
Yeah, he was doing something.
He just was like, you know what, at this point.
Like you guys have a guy. I don't have one. I must be the guy.
You are the guy.
If you don't know that, yeah.
You just don't know it.
I don't know what it is.
Friend circles don't tell him. They don't tell him what his name is. If you're watching and you're in Ray's friend circle, let us know what his name is.
Do I have like a bunch of earwax or something?
Just a poop plant guy or something like that.
Yeah,
you're the poop plant guy. Oh shoot, that's great. He's that guy. All right. Man, so GameStop, that's a fail. That box, nobody's bringing. I mean, I guess there might be some who's desperate for a GameStop $5, I don't know, like that. The person that's gonna bring that in, they don't want GameStop credit. They want cash money.
Yeah.
They might bring it in for cash money, but they're not. I don't think they're bringing it in for $5 GameStop credit. That's
No.
ridiculous.
I think that's like if somebody's going for a game anyway, like, oh, they have a promo, grab an umbrella out of the car or something. That's probably how it's going to play out.
And I don't know.
You know, I might go like next door to the GameStop. There's I think it's a Papa John's. I might go buy a couple pizzas and see if like they'll give me more than $5 a pizza or something. Like, hey, like I'm feeding you guys lunch.
There you go.
This is going to be a controversial take from Ha Johnson, but if you have a dog that you don't like, you could,
Yeah.
He said, "I'm taking my dog and trading it in." We just lost 10 subscribers. I didn't say it. It wasn't me that said it. It wasn't me, but I'm just saying it's an option.
Yeah.
He's like, we can't say that. He's like, I need the disclaimer that the leftovers have at the beginning.
That's true.
Is there anything you guys
I
have
keep hitting my table.
Is there anything you guys have in your inventory pile or like stuff, just something laying around? You're like, all right, that's what I need to take. Like, I don't even want this thing anymore. What, like,
let us know in the comments too. If you guys have something in the comments that you would take for that $5 exchange, and hey, no filters. You can almost no filters. Not quite death pile picker, but you can go close. I don't know. We have
we're
something
to
right
censor
now.
our comments now.
And that would be great content too. You bring something that's somewhat embarrassing.
I have something I do just because I hate looking at it on my shelf. I see it right now. I don't know. It was a case. It was a Sony camcorder hard shell case that takes up a ton of space on my shelf. I have it listed on eBay for next to nothing. And I got it for free, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll list it. I don't even know why. Just sitting here right here, because I'm sitting, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm sitting amongst my inventory. That's where we are today.
Cool.
So it's sitting right there. You guys can see it. See next to the Cabbage Patch doll?
Oh yeah. So Jimmy, you don't do skewed boxes. You just have it all sitting out.
It's just sitting out, yeah. So you can see it right here.
Yeah.
M2.
Wow.
It's on M2.
Huh.
That's how we do.
Yeah. I know that's what like Dave did for a while too, right? That same style. I know he sort of went back and forth with it. He does, but
it hasn't let me down yet. The biggest thing I don't like about it is the shelf gets full pretty fast, but we're actually to the point now, 1450 listings. I need another shelf.
How many shelves do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, wow.
And then I got here's for those of you listening on your favorite Spotify, you can't see this, but this is I also have my this 70s, or actually older than that, basement has a bar. And so I got the bar over here. Look at that, huh?
There you go.
Look at all that glass.
It's definitely like mine.
That's the glass bar, and then the bobbleheads are there too and stuff like that.
That's definitely how I use my bar too. It's just piled up with stuff.
My plan is to eventually take it out and then put more shelves over there. I just haven't gotten to it. So.
Yeah,
that's a tour of the old school Flips basement. Somewhat of a tour. That's my inventory area.
I do all skewed boxes except for I have like a rack of like breakable stuff, and I have books, but breakable stuff that like, and then this stuff is all listed. That's on display, but. Because it's hard to box a breakable thing, right? Rather just have that sitting on a shelf like you have.
Yeah,
I thought about going to the tubs, but sorry, Ray.
No, you're fine.
I thought about going to tubs, but it's just this always has worked for me.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, I mean, even the skewed boxes like fail me. I had an item yesterday. Well, for the past 2 days, I haven't been able to find. So I mean, it just happens. So it doesn't matter. Even if I put something in a box and it's supposed to be in this exact box, it doesn't mean it's actually there. And I know I didn't sell it anywhere else, but I also do kind of what you do, Keith, with some breakables. I have a shelf that's kind of like doubles as a TV stand, but I put a lot of bobbleheads and stuff on there on display that I'm selling mixed with the bobbleheads I'm not, just so I don't want to put it away and it's awkwardly laying in the box weird, and I pull it out and then his head's all bent sideways.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's better sitting out like you're doing.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I keep my plush in tubs. I don't even know how that happens. I have like 5 tubs full of plush over there. And then I do have another tub for new electronics. Like if they're still in the smaller electronics still in the blister pack, they go in there because they're not going to get damaged that way. But that's still in the tub. And then I have my smalls tubs. I call them smalls. I have 5 smalls tubs, and they're just small items that can easily get lost on a shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So I have smalls 1, smalls 2, smalls 3, and all like little Lego minifigures or belt buckles or lighters or whatever go in those.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of small clear totes for that kind of stuff. And I bought this massive book collection. And the books I sold a lot of the books, but mainly the totes were like the buy. I mean, there was like so many of these little plastic totes that were like that were killer for smalls.
Yeah, I have those crappy Rubbermaid drawers. And I can't even open half the time. And I'm like, I have to take the 2 underneath out just to get the one on top out.
You go to pull it open and you take the whole shelf with you. I hate that.
I don't know how many times
it's on wheels. It's sliding across the floor. Oh,
yep. I don't know how many times I've almost like had to dive for the whole drawer falling.
We gotta upgrade. You gotta upgrade that. And Sonia loves those, and I'm like, true story. She bought me one from under my desk, and I was like, I took it out. I'm like, nope, not happening.
Well, what happens is like there's so much stuff in there. I mean, obviously, I have a lot of stuff listed, but I put like magazines and stuff like that. So I guess that I probably should stop putting that stuff in there. What happens is it starts to like warp it. You know what I mean? So the weight to it. But even if I put a bunch of light stuff in there, I still see some of them start to do that, and that's what makes it difficult to get the darn drawer out.
Yeah,
it's because it's warped. The whole base
it's just
of
not
it
made
is
not made.
Oh yeah, it starts, and then it starts catching on the. Oh, that's the next.
Like I don't even know what these freaking drawers are made for. What would you even use them
to piss us off? It's a prank. It's really just a prank. It's gonna this is gonna be a segue. They're there to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, this is what I'm going to trade into GameStop.
That's
there you go.
That's
well,
if it'll fit in that box, Ray, 100%.
Oh yeah.
You gotta
everybody, we should overload GameStop with those crappy Rubbermaid shelves. And there's someone that's gonna say they love them. I apologize if you love them, but I hate them.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna get all my friends and family line up in line with me, and we're each gonna have one single drawer.
That's a great, because that way, You can go get $5 for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
They say anything, huh?
It didn't. I didn't see any. Chad didn't give me any. Other than no live animals.
You should
ask animals. It said.
You should ask Chad what they would trade in.
Ooh.
All right. What would you trade in? Well, I think it's already. Let's see. It already. I lost the previous question. Oh, by the way, before I forget,
we've talked about 2 things on the list. That's fun though.
I'll hit a couple of the comments too from last week.
Oh yeah, and then we got. I want to make sure we do find of the week this week because I got some fun finds of the week.
Absolutely, yeah.
Let us know what you're. I'm gonna say. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go for it.
Let us know what you guys are shipping. We like to ask that. We're 33 minutes in. I forgot to ask at the beginning. Let us know what you guys are shipping, and while Keith brings up the comments, because we like to kind of do those things hand in hand. What kind of comments we got this week? We have a
couple Spotify comments. First off, so thanks for listening over on Spotify. Yeah, we have Michael. Great episode. I listen here only because I listen at work and cannot watch. But he was talking about having the same issues with List Easier with cards that Tim was talking about last week. So he's a card seller. And then Jefferson Benz commented on Spotify as well. So this is a real reselling podcast. Novel idea to actually talk about what you do. Keep the foot and food talk. I've lost the rest of the comment in my photo. Keep the foot and food talk to a minimum. I think it's a leftover
we talked
shot.
a lot. We talked about toes. Sorry, Jefferson.
Oh, we did. Oh, we did. But I think he was referencing leftovers a little bit more than us. But
I'm sorry about the talon talk we talked about her.
Yeah, we got it again. No food this week, just toenails, which is off-putting if you're eating.
I think Ray brought up a pizza earlier, so we're
sorry, Jefferson. And then on YouTube, on our regular video, Guy Neese listed what he was shipping last week. Corning Visions Wear, vintage Wilson's white leather motorcycle jacket, vintage
Nice.
crew neck Indiana, reclaimed brass swinging door push plate, 80s cassette lot, Smiths, Depeche Mode, Tears for Fears. Huge Smiths fan. I don't know if you guys like the Smiths, but I love the
Ooh,
Smiths.
what do they sing?
Girlfriend in a Coma is a good song.
What?
Yeah, Girlfriend in a Coma. I'm not gonna sing again, but
I've
yeah,
never
good.
heard that song. Girlfriend
not-
in a Coma.
Yeah,
Wait a
yeah.
minute. Wait a minute. I just
That's
thought
a
of this.
song?
So remember, I said I didn't have my guy, right? Well, guy is local. This guy
Oh, really?
is local to me.
Is it really?
I guess it's my guy.
There you go. There you go.
Guy comments on everything. Guy's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
I didn't know
really.
that.
Yep.
Shout out to Guy. Does a stink over there, Guy? Are you by the poop factory?
That's why he comments about Jay and Kenny because
Oh yeah. That's right.
He does a shout out.
Jefferson Benz commented on the short that I put out, the tape gun short.
Yeah.
It sounds like Tim is shooting blanks and Keith is just raw dogging it. That's true. So.
That's true. We love the comments. I wish we could read them all. Make sure we'll pick a couple every week. You know, Keith's on top of that. He's we'll definitely try to get to as many comments. We'll try to make sure it's from somebody different every week too.
Oh yeah, I think I did hit Guy before, so apologize. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're good. We'll just I just thought of that right now, Keith. I was like, we need because we love the listeners and we love that you guys comment, interact with us. And last week we legit love that you guys comment. Let's get this business done on air. I've been doing most of the responding. You all right with that, guys? Like I'm keep it. I keep it. I'm not the best at that, but I've been doing a lot of the responding. But if either one of you guys want to take a week and say, "Hey, I'll respond," let me know.
Yeah, I responded to a couple this week.
Oh, did you?
I did.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
All right.
They came in. Yeah, but not the first. Well, it's hard on Monday because I work, but I'm not logged in on that phone to that account. But I'll take it over.
Are you an admin, Ray?
I responded under my account.
All right.
And I don't know how. I noticed it happened like 2 or 3 times. They just replies disappear.
What if I blocked you somehow?
Jimmy deletes comments. Jimmy's been known to delete comments, so I have a reputation to uphold, Ray.
Okay.
I actually haven't deleted a comment in a long time, and I showed you the nasty one I got on Facebook.
Yeah. You haven't deleted it since this week, right?
Man, I took my page down, and now I don't know how to bring it back up. I took my Facebook page down because they took away my monetization completely. So I was mad, and so I took my page down. I was like, "You're not watching any of my videos then if you're not going to let me be monetized." And now I got to figure out how to. I'm still not monetized. I checked today; they still have me suspended or whatever. So whatever.
Jeez.
Speaking of angry, Keith, I want to hear this story about your angry buyer. I just dropped my pen.
Oh yeah, so I briefly talked a little bit about this when Tim was on, but I had and I told you guys, I think off air, I had found this lot of slot car parts, their shells and all the pieces. There's a ton of stuff. I ran it as a 10-day auction on eBay, and it sold under value, but I didn't care. I just wanted to get rid of a lot of that stuff.
Did it do pretty well though?
Now like $29, I think.
What?
Yeah. So so I didn't really care that much about the price, but anyway, I ship it out to the guy, and that was like, say, fast forward 2 weeks after I shipped it, I get a message saying, like a profane message saying that don't ship USPS anymore. They won't deliver to him because he doesn't have a PO box, and it was like curse words and like, I'll pay to ship it again. I'll pay for UPS. I didn't even know it didn't get to him because I don't.
Where was it? Track.
I guess it was re-delivered back to me like that day.
Gotcha.
When he messaged me. So I'm like, no problem. I'll send it UPS. I'll give you the total. But like the next day, I didn't even get to my PO box yet. He leaves me a negative feedback.
What?
And yeah, negative feedback. Like he cursing, called the post office an a-hole, and left an address in the feedback, like a PO box in New York. It was bizarre. So they took that down immediately. And once a guy left me negative feedback, I'm not reshipping anything.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
way. No.
yeah. Plus, it wasn't even a great price anyway, so I took it to Dibbed
I'll
it,
give
sold
you
it on Sunday.
$29 for it if you want to sell it to me. I'm telling
I did sell it on Dibbed it already.
All right.
Yeah, but that was just bizarre, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the whole situation. Like, I was happy to make it right and ship it again, but he leaves me negative feedback before he could even do that.
Ray, can we block that person? Is that blocking? Are we allowed to say you can block that guy?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He's
I'm
already
just
been
messing
blocked.
with him.
He was blocked
Yeah.
that same day. Yeah.
That's the kind of guy that I would share with my social media following. You guys might want to block this guy.
Yeah.
Because
I will say, I
that's
didn't even
ridiculous.
refund him the original shipping price. Like, I don't feel like that was my
No.
issue.
Mm-mm.
So I kept that, and he's blocked. So maybe he's been angrily messaging me. I'm just not getting it.
He's sending you a message
He's
every day.
stewing, man.
He's like,
that guy's stewing.
why aren't they answering?
Yeah. They're ignoring me.
Well, that just makes me like you guys had a clear communication.
Yeah.
He obviously knows it wasn't your fault. It's actually like it's nobody's fault except for the post office a little bit, but mistakes happen, right? So like for someone to get that mad, that's just you're just an
Well, did he
what's
select?
the word?
Did he
Unreasonable
select?
person.
Did he select that like USPS?
I probably had calculated shipping, and maybe it was USPS first. And I
Yeah.
will say the tracking said something like unable to access or something. The access was in the like, it must be like a dilapidated house where his mailboxes collapsed. I don't know what the issue was, but
There's all I'm learning
yeah.
about some of those rules. I'm gonna ask my son. Like he said, if there's a dog and it's not fenced in, he doesn't have to deliver it. If like there's all different reasons why he would not have to deliver. I'm gonna ask him more about that because he started working for the post office. He actually is out training today for the first time, walking a route with somebody. So
cool.
So you have an inside man.
I do. Yep. He doesn't talk to me much.
One of
We're
our
actually
listeners
not
over on Spotify
talking terms, but not just playing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm joking.
I said one of our listeners on Spotify is a mailman, so maybe he could fill that in.
Oh
for
yeah,
us
that's
too.
right.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out look up exactly what the tracking said, but that might be hard to find that anymore. Since I
I had one I shared with you guys. Like I was kind of like worried because I shipped out two Xboxes, right? One of them was a while ago, and one of them was more recently. Was actually last Friday, and I thought it was the one that was longer ago. When I got this message saying, "Hey, the tracking shows that this is still in your area. I haven't gotten my Xbox, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, oh boy, here we go again. And so real quick, I did research. Like, well, I just shipped this on Friday. You can tell, we all know it missed a scan. Like it just missed a scan. This person's like, I continue to talk to them, multiple messages. They were pretty understanding, but they were also like, if I don't have an update in 48 hours, I want a full refund and this and that. And I was like, listen, this is literally just a missed scan. This package only left 2 business days ago. It's not considered lost or missing by anybody. This is literally considered in transit by the post office right now. I talked to them. They said, yes, we consider this in transit. That's all that's happening.
Yeah.
The very next day, not only did it get the next scan, it was delivered. It was out for delivery and delivered the very next day. But this person was like, they were understanding, but they were also like, I'm going to get my money back and this and that if I don't get it.
Did they get a block?
They did not. I think what it reeked to me is like a seller that wasn't very experienced. I mean, a buyer that wasn't very experienced on buying online. And so I kind of gave them I give them my spiel is like, hey, I know that I shipped it, but as a buyer online, you rely on them just as much as I do as a seller to do their job and deliver it. Sometimes, especially this time of season, it happens where scan is missed. Sometimes delays happen. I'm sorry that happened, but we got to give them a little bit of time to work this out. And I even said, even if it doesn't update in the next 48 hours, the next step is still me starting a claim saying that it's lost, and then that will prompt them to look for it. Like I gave them this whole spiel. Hopefully they understand a little bit better how it works.
Yeah, you handled it the right way. Communication's key with that kind of thing, right?
I call that you guys, we call it communication, but I call it building a case. So that way if it has to go back to eBay, they can look at the case I built
So
and see that I did everything I could to help this person.
So you're doing the OTY like jurisdiction kind of style. Yeah.
I OTY'd for the first time, guys.
Yeah.
That sounded really bad.
What kind of OTY?
I OTY'd it. I did my very first OTY. You guys would be so proud of me.
Oh, I had
Jimmy was scrambling early in the morning. So it was an international buyer, and it took forever for the payment to go through. While I was sleeping, the payment went through. I woke up in the morning, not gonna lie, Sonia had already boxed it. I didn't box it. Sonia was up before me. She had it all boxed, ready to go. As I'm coming downstairs to make my labels, I get a message, cancellation request on this item, ordered by mistake. Whatever. It's sat for 3 days waiting for payment to process. It's already been boxed. I'm down here. I was like, make label. Sorry, already shipped. And it's going international. So I feel like don't have a whole lot to worry about.
No, I think you're golden on that one. Yeah, and you followed my policy where if you already did a little work to box it, it's out the door. Yeah,
it was a Mary Poppins snow globe that had to be packed very carefully. So there was work involved, material involved. Like it was not just to throw it in a box with some paper situation. So I was like, it's going out the door. Like this sucker is going out the door. I don't even remember where it's going, but we got it out.
Definitely OTY all the way. I wasn't sure what OTY you're talking about. It was going to be
it the tape gun OTY? What other OTY?
I was thinking it was going to be the like not testing an item and just saying it, it's for parts.
Listing as for parts. Yeah. No, I don't think I'll ever do that OTY where I test something and it works perfectly and then list it as parts of repair. That's the most interesting OTY I've ever heard.
It is smart though, because I guess if you have it in your inventory a long time, I guess smart or not, if you have it in your inventory a long time, if it stops working or it breaks on the way, you're covered, but then you're probably not maximizing your value.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
I don't have enough issues. If it ever became something that people started taking advantage of electronics a lot, I might make that change because there's that new protection, right? I don't think we ever talked about that. We could go into a little bit, like if it's listed as for parts of repair, there's no return, right? Is that what it is? We talked about it in the past.
Yeah.
I think Tim talked about it a little bit last week. I don't know that. Yeah. I don't sell electronics at all, very often or very much.
Right. I sell a lot, and I don't have enough issues for me to worry about it. I don't have enough that I worry about doing that. I have returns every once in a while. Whatever. I still offer free returns. Some I'm going to reevaluate, but for now I still offer it, and I just, I sell through them. I've always said like I'll just keep selling, like list more and whatever.
Yeah, I have enough electronics probably in my death pile, but that's why I don't list them, because I don't feel like testing them. So maybe I do need to do the OTY.
That's a good idea. If you don't feel like testing them, it's a business model that could work. Like you could, to defend Tim a little bit, I know he's listening, you could move a position to where, I'm just going to sell everything without testing it and list it that way and go as a volume seller.
Yeah.
Instead of like you said, top dollar, try to get as much as you can out of it. You could, but then you have to have more shelves than I have. Yeah. Electronics definitely boost sales. I've always said that. If you want to boost your eBay sales, folks, go find something with the name Sony on it or whatever, or Nintendo, or it doesn't have to be video games. Electronics in general, Panasonic. Find someone with one of those, Samsung, and if if it's like from the early 2000s or the 90s, usually better, and list it on eBay, and it can. And obviously, there's stereo brands that I don't like. Bose is another brand. If you see that, you put that on eBay. Those kind of brands boost sales. They 100% do. Different cameras. Yeah. So when my sales, it's definitely a strategy. When my sales are like dipping, I go to my death pile and look for electronics, and I list them to try to get my sales boost. Just a little strategy if you guys want to use it, because it definitely does.
All right, I'm listing some cameras somewhere then.
Do it, Ray. I think you should, because it will boost your sales. When you see, there's different little things that you can do, guys, to try to help your store. I do these things already. Like, I guess I just never really talked about them that much. But that's one of my main I'll keep a pile of video games around. So if sales get slow, I can go list some video games. I keep some electronic. I keep the electronics. So I don't feel like testing them. But when sales are slow, you better believe I'm over there testing some cameras, like you said, and getting them on eBay.
Smart. I like that. I guess I don't want to jump to a topic, but I guess talking about boosting sales, I did, as we talked about last week, I did test out the pay-per-click promotion.
Oh yeah, let's definitely. I want to hear how that went. We're too far into the show for that too, man.
Yeah, I will. I tested it out. I was going to run it from Thursday to Sunday. Was my plan. Like 4 days. Was that 4 days? Whatever that is. Some amount of days. I think it's 4. And I had set it for the $88 like daily budget.
A day?
A day. It was only a test.
Crazy.
I knew it was a risky test.
Yeah.
And that was like, they had like a parameter where they recommend. That was the lowest value they recommended for, because I promoted every item in the store, 4,000 items.
Wow.
20 cents per click, $88 daily budget. Yeah. I only did it as a test to see what it would do.
And if you're promoting, yeah. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. So I did that. And I will say, sales were coming in pretty quick. I sold like maybe 20 things that day.
Wow.
And I was sort of surprised that the things were selling. Like I saw a lot of, some high-end memorabilia, but like all kind of sports memorabilia. The stuff was selling was like audio books and like regular fiction novels I don't even know I had listed, and like some blank VHS cassettes, like stuff that was like very low end, unfortunately. Stale, low end stuff that I don't really care about selling. I just had it in the store for some reason.
Yeah.
But then I ended it early. I ended it like a day and a half in. I'll tell you why. Because the second day I look at the numbers, and what they charged me in the promotion rate for that first day, where I had my $88 budget, was $179. I paid in promotion for that day, and my sales were like $200. Right, so I was that's a pretty tight. That's like
how did it get so high if you had an $88? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. And I called them the next day. I like, let's see what happens the next day, because maybe I misunderstood it. The next day I paid $120 in promotion. So basically I was breaking even in the sales and what I was paying eBay for 2 days.
What did they? Oh, by the way, we found. I did. Keith did tell me he is a concierge.
I am a concierge.
Want people to know that, but
I know I am. I didn't realize I was until I got right on the phone with the concierge member or whatever they are. So I called them and I'm like, what's going on here? I set for an $88 a day budget, but it was $179, then $120.
Yeah,
like literally I made no money. I had to ship all this stuff for nothing.
That sucks.
Yeah. So they said, oh, what that is they prorated over a 30-day period. So like over 30 days, maybe on day 28, you're paying $30, but day 1, it's $179, and it'll average out to $88.
What?
Which is not helping when I was only running the promotion for 4 days.
That's like a front-loaded mortgage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like a balloon mortgage or something. So, or maybe it's the opposite of that. I don't know mortgages as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's how most mortgages are. So but yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I ended it early. I ended it a day and a half, 2 days in, because once I saw how that was
Who
going.
would do that? Again, who's gonna, that sounds like they made a lame excuse. Like they didn't have an answer. So because who's going to do that? Who's going to ship stuff for nothing except for
Keith? Yeah. And I mean, I should, because I was testing it, I set the whole store. I guess if you could strategically select certain items and do it, and maybe it would be more worthwhile, not just blanket do everything, but definitely was a failed experiment. I won't be doing it.
I feel like that cap should be a hard cap. It should be like, it should not go past that. Like, why would you?
Once it's $88, stop paying per click, right? It would be, yeah. That seems like a small claims court. Maybe not, or not small claims court, but like a, what do they call that? Like where a bunch of people get together, whatever that's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Where they have to send out a check to a bunch of people.
Yeah, so include me on that check, whoever's getting that lawsuit together.
Well, thanks for being the crash test dummy. I'm not doing it now.
Yeah,
definitely not. I mean, I think if it's if it's costing you more like initially than your store subscription, then like that kind of makes it difficult to even want to do anyway. But
I mean, I guess it's better than them saying it was user error. But could it? I mean, the way you're explaining it and the way I remember it sounds like you did everything right. So I didn't blame you, but I would have been like, I want my money back. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up now and see if I can see the actual number.
That's So that's not okay. Like I wouldn't. I mean, but I understand. I would eventually. I'd be like, whatever. I will never do that again. But like,
Yeah.
that's
So here's the actual number. So it was 15 items that sold. I think it was more than that, but I guess I sold stuff maybe wasn't part of that promotion. $458 in sales, $284 in ad fees from that campaign. Plus, I had the 5% promotion anyway. Yeah, like a day and a half. Yeah, yeah. So,
I mean, even in 2 days, it shouldn't have cleared. You know, it shouldn't have barely cleared 170 something, right? So, like that's
no, absolutely not. Yeah,
yeah, that sucks.
I guess they call it target daily budgets. That's maybe their wording. It's not just your daily budget, but target. So.
So it's a target. So it could go past that.
Yeah, I guess. I guess I didn't understand that when I did it.
So it was user error.
Yeah, I messed up.
Because I was going to say 20 cents per click. Can you lower that?
Yeah, there was definitely you could do a penny per click or whatever.
That's
yeah.
That's what. Okay, now
yeah.
Because that seemed pretty dang high to me, especially knowing how many clicks you're going to get.
I think they recommended 50 cents per click, which seems crazy. Yeah. There was 2,000 clicks.
Come on, eBay. 50 cents per click. They're trying to print money over there. No wonder the penny's being canceled because eBay's charging 50 cents per click. Good night.
Yeah.
Any of their recommendations are terrible. You know, whether
that was my mistake. I did go because I had it set for a $20 like daily budget, and then it said, "Oh, you're well below what's going to work as any kind of promotion for your store. You need to be in this range." So I all right, I'll go in that range. They suckered me in.
Your logic was sound. If you went into it thinking you had an $88 cap, the only thing I will say wasn't sound about it is 20 cents would have ran out pretty quickly based on what I know about the way that clicks works. And I mean, you knew too. But yeah, if you thought you had a safety net, you were fine. That's what you just didn't realize that was just like what they were projecting or whatever. Not
I didn't know it was an average over a monthly thing. So it was an experiment. At least I moved some stuff out of the inventory. That
I wonder how effective. Like me, I wonder how effective it would be if you did like 2 cents per click, or reduce that because that's what got you for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I appreciate you doing that, and that's good information for our. Sorry, Muffin, that we didn't do deeper research, but we got to a point eventually, and we figured out what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's gonna regularly do that. Let us know if anybody is gonna regularly pay per click, because I definitely will never do that.
Yeah,
and apparently I'll never share my Poshmark closet either.
Yeah. Poshmark has that thing too. So it's like, they have the promoted listings or whatever, like just like that almost. And it's
is that new or has it always had that?
They've had it for a while, and I don't think I really know anybody that really likes it. I mean, I'm sure there are some people that use it, but it's very similar, like pay per click type thing like that. And I don't know. They gave everybody like a free trial for a little bit when they first introduced it. So and it was like one of those things that if you don't end it by this day, they're gonna charge you like $150 or something. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I'll end it 3 days early if I need to.
Yeah, that's like that. If you were Dan in demand, you would have pushed. Yep.
No, I did remember.
I'm sorry, Dan. I love you, Dan, but like Dan, that's like when Dan did the consignment.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I got myself in that, but I never got anything. He told me to get off the list. I'm still on the list. It's just stagnant, like right there. I go in there, like, and it literally says I'm on the list. They'll let me know or something. Nothing.
That's so funny. I mean, I don't know. I would never. I don't think I'll ever do it. It's like one of those things where I know people have said, "Well, you promote," and there's a lot of people that say, "Don't ever promote because you're just what's it called, promoting bad behavior." But this is a whole nother level of it. Like this is, not bad behavior, but bad whatever the word is. You know, I don't do words. So I don't know.
Keith does.
You guys, I want to show our find of the week because I'm excited to share my find of the week. Can we do that real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Are we at a point where we can do that?
Yeah, sure.
You guys want to go first? I went to an auction last night. I was super excited. I got a funny story from the auction last night too.
Ooh.
Super funny. Well, not for Sonia, but it's a funny story. You want to hear the story first, or do you want to see the item first?
Story. I say story.
All right, so we're at the auction, and this was awful. This part of the auction was awful. I'm not even gonna say the name of the auction house because this was so bad. We ordered some food, right? Because we didn't eat dinner. We went right after Sonia got up for training. It's an hour away. We had to jet there. Started at 6. We got there 4 minutes before it started. And I had already bought some things, and we finally got to sit down. And Sonia's like, I'm gonna order some chicken strips and some a Pepsi and mozzarella sticks. It matters because she got a can of Pepsi, and we got some chicken strips and I took the first bite out of my chicken strip, and it was still frozen in the middle.
Oh,
so it came like I didn't even take another chew, like, and she went back. So that was awful enough. But this is where the thing that happened was, they have like pews, like a church pews where you sit on, and we had sat down, and there was some stuff on the bench, but there was nobody sitting there, so we sat down. And she went and got the new chicken strips, and she comes back, and she's like, she's eating them, and I'm like, at this point, I don't have an appetite anymore. Like, I can't eat. I don't know. I tried, but I can't. It's just one of those things I have that, it mental blocked me at that point. And then I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden she goes, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I look up, and she's got a Mountain Dew in her hand. Well, we ordered a can of Pepsi. She's got a bottle of Mountain Dew in her hand. And I'm like, where'd you get that? She's like, it was on the pew, and I thought it was mine, and I just started drinking it. And I'm like, what? We have a Pepsi. We have a can of Pepsi, and you're drinking from a bottle of Mountain Dew. Who knows how long it's been sitting on this pew, whose it was. And I mean, if we're in Ohio in the country, you kind of look around and you're like, oh my gosh, it could have been one of these folks.
Could have been the toenail guy for all we know.
It could have been the toenail guy. Oh my gosh. She was like, oh my God. And she's like, she was barely keeping everything. I mean, it came out back. And I was like, here's the Pepsi. You drink the rest of that. Like, chug the Pepsi. It can act somewhat as a disinfectant. I don't know.
Yeah.
So poor Sonia. She was so grossed out too. Man. So anyways, that's my, that was, I messaged you guys, auction Mountain Dew. That's the auction Mountain Dew story. she'll never hear the end of that one. For the rest, it was Mountain Dew. I couldn't believe it. And I remember it being there when I sat down, like tucked in the corner. I don't know what made her pick it up and drink it though. Like she literally, I mean, I know she thought it was ours, but like, you brought me a can of Pepsi, not a bottle of Mountain Dew. Anyway,
are we sure it was Mountain Dew? Because a lot of like pictures have like empty bottle in their car.
I mean, like if like a truck, could have been
It's probably Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it's so bad, bro. That's so awful. I felt so bad for her, but we joke with each other, so I got a little bit of a giggle.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So I did find my find of the week there. Something I had never seen before. I shared it. I bought them, guys. I did buy them.
Awesome.
I paid way up though, but I don't care because I wanted them. They're what are they called?
It was
I gotta read it right here.
I think.
Naga hide. They're made out of they're Naga hide, so they're called Naga monsters.
Okay.
Check this guy out.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
He's from the 1967 is the date. He's dated right here on his foot. And I'm just wondering because like this one has this. It's just something that the guy that owned it put on there, but it's taped on there and it says, and you can tell it's really old writing and really old paper. Says salesman sample doll.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
So this was a salesman sample Naga monster.
That always jumps the price up significantly, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, how do I prove it is the thing. I'm gonna have to do a little more research. There's quite a few sold on eBay. Not as many listed. This color's not on eBay right now with the yellow and the green. But he ran them together. So I got that one. This one doesn't say salesman sample, and it also doesn't have. So maybe that's how I can prove it because this one, see, there's nothing there. So I got this guy, and he's missing his teeth, right? And he's not as in good a condition. But this one, maybe this shows that it's a salesman sample because it says, was that Uniroyal? Not, it says right here on it, Naugahyde Uniroyal. Oops, sorry,
Huh.
the camera's right there on the phone. So maybe that is what will prove that it's a salesman sample, and it has the year on there and everything. So super cool. I paid up. I paid $200 for both of them. So I paid $100 a pop, which is crazy, but I didn't care because I wanted them.
They're very cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think I can get this guy could probably go close to 250, I think. And then the other guy maybe just a little bit over 100. But it kind of goes into that topic where Kevin talked once about someone asked him about, would you buy something at this margin to sell it at that margin? Yes, that I'll buy and I'll make a little bit of money on. I might keep one of them like as a collection / investment piece for my collection because I like them enough. Like this, I'll probably keep the good one too. I'll probably keep this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe you lose a little bit of money on the deal, but I got this guy out of it. Yeah, super excited about those.
Yeah,
They almost have a where the wild things are kind of vibe to them.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know what they're based on.
So I didn't know Naugahyde. I didn't know they were made out of Naugahyde, which is like vinyl, right? Like a vinyl leather or fake leather.
Yeah, faux leather.
So,
yeah.
I mean, they just need a little bit of cleaning. This one's in great condition.
They're much larger than I thought they were too.
Right. What's that, right?
They're much larger than I thought they were.
Yeah, they're awesome, man. Yeah, I did really good at the auction last night. But that's the find of the week. Sorry, I got super excited about those things.
Yeah,
no.
I wonder if the one without the teeth, maybe if the one's a salesman sample, I wonder if the other one could be like a production, like it never had the teeth on it, like it was never completely.
It had glue. It gets so here's where again.
You can
this
see
one
that.
has glue that was there, but you can see that the mouth is stitched on, or the teeth are stitched on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe this guy, like you said, it could have been another sample too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Possibly.
They're fun though, right? I'm
gonna
clean them up with some soap and water. Get them looking a little bit better.
Make sure your Frenchie or your pug doesn't find them. That would be a fun one.
If my Frenchie got a hold of that, it'd be his last Naugahyde ever.
Then he's going to GameStop.
He's going to GameStop 100%.
Oh man.
That was great. That was a good reference right there.
100%.
He still might go to GameStop. He's not off the list yet. All right, what do you guys got? Sorry, you guys know I was excited about that. I had to go get those things.
No, you were. Yep.
I guess I can go. I bought. Well, first I bought that for my collection. That
thing's awesome, by the way.
Yeah, that was in the park.
For a couple.
Was it here last week? I forget.
I think it was there last week.
It's going to be in my other room. I just didn't move it yet. But it's a giant parking lot sign from Veterans Stadium before they demolished the stadium in 01, 02, 03, somewhere around that time frame. Yeah.
That's cool.
But then I bought these guys at a flea market on Sunday. These are, Jimmy, you're a toy guy. You probably have seen these before. But these are 1975. They're called sport toys or little helmet buggy cars.
They're like those, like the golf cars that they used to put.
Yeah, they would ride on this on the turf.
The Saints one was pretty popular, right? Didn't there? I feel like I recognized the Saints one for some reason.
No, the Saints were around then. But yeah, these guys are actually a little bit of a bolo. I mean, they're not super valuable, but they're like, say, $30 to $100, depending on the team, depending on the variant. But definitely something to be on the lookout for.
Yeah, those are fun, man.
Yeah,
How many did you get?
4. I dropped one when I was trying to show them, but 4. I paid four for $30. So now one's worth $30-$40, and then the rest will profit for me.
That's good.
Yeah.
Cool. So I have some Capitals autograph posters. There's like 6 of them here. There's Washington Capitals. They're out of that deal a few weeks ago.
Ah, nice.
But every single one, there's like 6 of them that are all autographs. Some of them are like alumni. Some of them are current players. Not current players, but probably. See, I say alumni, but they're probably almost all alumni by now. But some of them, like, they'll say actually like Capitals alumni.
Yeah.
Like on it.
You're able to tell who they all are?
There's a good portion.
Certificate, or are you just able to tell?
So there's some of them I'm able to tell. Like, I've gotten in person, like at different signings myself. So like there's some of them I recognize, and the rest some of them I posted on a Facebook group and just to see, like, as I go through them, I'm posting them on there, the ones I don't know, and
Yeah.
they've actually been a lot of help, because there's some of them like there's no way, it's just chicken scratch. I can't even read the number itself. And that's usually what I do. I'll go through like the all-time roster list, and I can go through and see the number, and just kind of try to make it out as best possible. But some of them are just so bad, or I can't tell if I can't tell what the first letter is in a number, I'm going to that Facebook group.
Did you try Chad? Maybe Chad.
Huh?
I did. I used Chad for a little bit of that.
You just upload a picture?
For an autograph. If you know the team, and at least it narrows it down a little bit.
I'm not trusting it, because that one movie photo I sent you guys, and it said it was Alien, which was definitely not an Alien movie.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't completely trust it, but I always use that as a starting point to do.
I question Chad all the time.
Yeah. Did you call it Washington? Is that what they call it?
I heard it too. I heard it too, Keith. I heard it too. I already pick on Sonia about Warsh.
It's that Baltimore accent.
Okay. I thought that's
Washington. Yeah. Well, you know, like, cause we don't call it Baltimore. It's Baltimore. Like
Baltimore.
BALD.
Like the guy from
Baltimore.
Like the guy from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Baltimore. Interesting. Baltimore. Now that you say that, that's
Baltimore.
Yeah.
I think it's always funny when the announcers on like football games or something, and they're like Baltimore, Maryland. I'm like, what? It's Baltimore. Like,
I say Baltimore for sure. I don't say Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I say Baltimore. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of how it is. Like, every city, I'm sure, has some kind of slang or accent.
But I definitely don't say Rarsh.
Warsh.
I'm gonna go Rarsh my car.
I think that's more like a New England.
See, that's
thing.
A common thing, because Sonia says Warsh.
Yeah.
And even my boys who are grown now, they'll be like, "Did you wash your clothes?" They'll be like, "Did I what?"
Yeah.
Did you wash your clothes? Did I what? And then finally, she's like, "Wash your clothes."
It's Washington Capitals.
The Washington Capitals. Huh?
There you go.
I mean, hey, Sonia's from Virginia, so that makes sense. That's close enough, right?
Yeah. There you go.
Sonia, this is a funny story. We were at Taco Bell, and Sonia's one of those people that, like, sometimes she doesn't say stuff right. You ever do that where you don't say, we were at Taco Bell, and actually the person said it to her, they were like,
you mentioned
like,
food.
Thank you. Huh?
You mentioned food again. This is like...
Sorry, Jefferson.
Sorry, Jefferson. Yeah.
And as we were driving away, the person was like trying to say "Have a nice day," but they're all "Have a day." And so I was like, we were laughing, and so like it reminded me of a story. Sonia, we ran at a yard sale. We ran into a guy that used to work at the same place as her, and she couldn't remember the name of the place, so she just said the name of the city that they worked in, and she's like, "Oh yeah, did you work at the Galleon?" And he's all, "Yeah." That's the kind of things. The city is Galleon. It was a Chevy dealership. I remember the name of the Chevy, Craig Smith Chevy. And I was like, "You mean Craig Smith Chevy?" So, did you work at the Galleon? To this day, I still ask her.
That sounds fancy. Like,
Galleon is the city that it's in. So I had to tell that story because they're all saying, "Thank you, all. Have a day." And it's like reminds me of when someone, like, if you go to, there's a comedian that tells that joke. It's one of my favorite jokes. Where, like, when you go, like, he's like, I was serving somebody, or someone was serving me. They handed me their food, and they're all, "Enjoy your meal." And I said, "You too."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the worst. It's so awkward. Yeah.
When you eat later is what he said.
Yeah.
That's a great joke. It happens. Yeah. So I love those stories. Sonia does that kind of thing all the time, man. We have fun. She's here for my entertainment.
Yeah. She sounds like there's always something going on at the auction with her.
Oh my gosh!
Because the last episode we had an auction story with the hat on top.
Oh yeah, she left that. Yeah. Thankfully, she left that hat on display. She put a spotlight on it and everything. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I found a movie prop, guys. I haven't seen it right here. It's not actually from the movie, but we watched our first Christmas movie. We watched Home Alone, the first one. And I have some from Home Alone 2 listed on eBay, but I have something else from Home Alone also. I didn't even know it. So if you guys watch Home Alone this year, towards the end of the movie, when what's his name? Kevin slides across to the treehouse on the zip line, and he crashes into the treehouse. You know that part?
Yep.
He falls back, and when he falls back, there's stuff laying in the treehouse, and there's one of these bags laying in that treehouse. A Chicago Bears shoe
There you go.
duffel bag. It's laying there in the treehouse. This exact same bag is laying there.
Those are awesome.
So I relisted it with as seen on Home Alone in the treehouse.
That's
Very cool. They sell pretty well. I have 2 Phillies and 2 Eagles. I have an Eagles in the collection, but they sell
like that.
Yeah, they sell pretty well.
I was like,
listed it at.
Because that's kind of the thing I want to talk about. Like, I watch a movie like that, and I'm looking for bolos and looking for stuff like that movie. Every year I watch it. Sonia hates it because she's like, I know you're not even paying attention to the movie. You're just looking for stuff that's rare and stuff that you would flip. And
yeah.
But for the first time, I noticed that dang Bears bag.
Yeah, I always look for stuff like that, and like, even like the new movies that come out, and they have all the stuff they probably bought off somebody else on eBay.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
And yes, I'm always looking. Like we were watching, we haven't finished it yet, but me and my wife we were watching that movie about Bob Dylan.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So, but I was looking. I forget. I even forget the name. I don't. But it was
got Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. But I'm looking in every little detail. Like my eyes are going here and there, and
yep.
So
I want that
job.
Cool. I want that job being the person that buys the stuff for the set. I would do so much better with the toys than these clowns.
Have you guys ever sold anything to like a place?
Yeah, I've done it a lot.
Not that I know of.
I've done it a lot, either like Broadway or I have one Broadway show. Buy like 50 bats and all kind of equipment because it was But I remember the coolest one on Etsy. I had a Dorney Park, like that's like an amusement park in Pennsylvania, a trucker snapback that I bought at a flea market. Put it on Etsy, and the prop manager for Goldberg's, the TV show.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Oh, that's awesome! I love that show.
It was actually on the air like 3 weeks later. The turnaround was wild.
Wow!
Like they got it, and the brother's girlfriend was wearing it on the episode, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how did you recognize? You just recognize, or they message you, or you just recognize the?
They a lot of times they'll message you because they always want to rush. Like a lot of those prop managers, they want it because they don't really plan ahead that well, to be honest. And they're like, "Oh, we need this for a shoot tomorrow. Can you overnight it?" I'm like, "Well, if you have an account, we'll overnight it to you." So yeah, I've done that a lot for a bunch of different TV shows and
that's
like
awesome.
Broadway. Yeah.
Not that I know of. I don't know that I've done that.
I had like a 80s Uno card deck that was sealed, and I sold. It just said like something prop, something whatever. So it was like some kind of prop company that just goes out and buys a bunch of that stuff. But it didn't say like what movie. I had no idea what movie or TV show, what production it was going to. And then I know earlier this year it's not a movie, but the Ravens. I had sold a Matchbox truck that was featured in Ravens advertisement, since they were doing this whole 90s theme. Like they had a whole bedroom filled with all this 90s like nostalgic type of Ravens, because they can't use the old logo, so they're not allowed to. So but they can't reproduce it, but they can buy stuff.
Right.
So that's what they were doing. That was their workaround. And but there's the picture with Lamar Jackson with it. I mean, it's my truck all the way in the back. They took it out of the box and everything, but I noticed because somebody else posted on Instagram about backpack they had sold. Awesome. And so that was really cool. And I matched the names because that person on Instagram matched the name to I guess the marketing director or something like that for the Ravens. And I looked and I'm like, crap, I had the same order from the same person. I zoomed in, it was on the shelf. But other than and then it's not something I personally sold. I thought this was kind of cool when I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods, because we'd have athletes coming in there all the time, like even buying stuff. We've had quite we had I had was it Kimo Atu, who was on the Ravens, and then we had Michael McCrary. I think there was Tippy Martinez, an Orioles player. So there was like a few like Ravens and Orioles players that drop in every once in a while. But we had somebody that worked for Under Armour in the marketing department brought in like a bunch of shoes to return. So they bought them there at our location or something like that. But they said, yeah, we just got done shooting a commercial with what's his name?
That's messed up. So they're returning them?
Yeah, I know. I was
That's
like,
crazy.
you gotta be kidding me.
We rented these, is what they said. That's like an eBay rental right there.
The quarterback that used to play for the Panthers, Cam Newton.
Cam Newton?
Yeah.
You're throwing Cam Newton under the bus right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they returned.
You're watching Cam. We're sorry.
I was half tempted to buy one, but I'm like, how can I prove that these were worn by Cam Newton?
That's messed up. Like, he doesn't have someone that can just.
That's ridiculous.
Like, why return them?
Well, it was Under Armour though. They're the ones that, it's their product. I guess they think they can do whatever they want.
Yeah. So it wasn't.
Yeah. But still,
I've had stuff rented. I talked about on the Reseller Island before, but it was through my website before I was really an eBay seller. I had this show's not on the air anymore, and I did sign a what do you call it, like a non-disclosure. So they're not around anymore, thankfully. But they like rented a bunch of items that they put in a storage unit, and open the storage unit, they buy the storage unit, and then they find a bunch of like old sports items in the. I
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's not the one that's the most popular show that's on the air. It's a different show that was similar.
Is it the one with the two guys? Just two guys?
I don't want to say anymore because I might have a loss.
No. You're good. Don't say anything. But, I got.
Yeah, but you might be on the right track. But yeah, so they rented some items, which I'm sure that's not a secret that happens in those kind of shows.
That's not the only. So you're talking like a Broadway stage is what we're talking about here?
Yeah, exactly.
It was on a Broadway stage.
But I will say they actually lost one of the items. They rented them, then they lost one, so they had to buy it. So
wow,
rent to own, I guess they did.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I've heard something about that the show that I'm thinking of, the exact one. I've heard stuff before where it's
Oh, I'm sure that's all. And even I was reached out a couple times to be on on Pawn Stars. They wanted me to be on Pawn Stars, but they give you nothing. They don't. There's no hotel, no airfare. You just show up and just for the be on TV.
You're a big deal, man.
I know.
I wish I was a big deal.
I'll show it. I am on Pawn Stars for like 10 seconds in the background, one episode when it was.
You went to Vegas or what?
No, it was in Chicago. They were filming in Chicago. Yeah. So
okay.
That's my claim to fame. I'm in the background, slowly walking to make sure I got on camera.
I would have been like lost. I was like,
you should have been wearing a vintage Sport Flips t-shirt.
I think I was, but I also had a fanny pack on, so I was looking pretty cool. Maybe it was, but I had it over the shoulder. That's how we have
different definitions of cool, but that's okay.
Well, there's other resellers that wear a fanny pack, and I'm not naming.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fanny packs are cool. They're in, Jimmy.
All right, guys, we're getting down to did we miss anything? I mean, I have more stuff, but I want to save them because they're big stories. Big stories.
Yeah.
I think what I want to delve into next week is because I know it'll be a little bit further out, but I want to talk about live auctions and some of the stuff we're doing and maybe how to have success doing live auctions, whether it be Whatnot or DibDid or Knickknacks or wherever you're selling and doing live auctions. I want to delve more into that. We've talked about it in the past, but we could go a little bit more into it and just some of the things that we do to be successful over there, tips to be successful, how it can help your business and stuff like that. So make sure you guys subscribe if you're still here. Subscribe so you can watch that video as well, that episode. I don't have a lot more, really, guys.
I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, it was a fun episode. We had some zingers today.
Yeah, we're on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Well, Keith, you have to end it because I'm on my phone and I got it all zoomed in. And
Yeah.
so
I'll
whenever
take
you
care of it.
guys are ready, we can go.
All right. Well, thanks for watching,
I
guys.
go?
Yeah.
All right,
Thanks, guys.
see ya.
Peace.